Hey guys, I am 27 weeks pregnant and I just finished filming all of the free baby boxes that you can get from Babylist, Amazon, and Target. And I thought, I haven't really done a pregnancy update on my YouTube. So I'm gonna just go through all the things that I've been experiencing while I've been pregnant. It has not been an easy pregnancy for me. And so if any of you are struggling, maybe this will help. I don't know. But I first of all, I feel huge. I'm going to show you how large my stomach is. But what's weird is I've only really gained in my stomach, but it is, I mean, I look huge. I'm 27 weeks. I still have 3 months to go. And I feel like my stomach is just out there and it's all the way up here. It starts right below my boobs, which is like, oh my God. Like, and it's been like that since probably week 14, where it just kept getting bigger and bigger. Like, I had my baby shower early because I didn't want to have it during the holidays. And in my pictures, I look ginormous. So if you're concerned about how big your belly is, just know mine's just as big probably. I've gained about 22 pounds. And everyone says you really gain a lot in the third trimester, which is concerning to me because first of all, I'm considered geriatric pregnancy because I'm 37 years old, but I'm also obese. So I was only supposed to gain like 25 the whole pregnancy and I'm already at 22. That's a little scary, but we'll see. Like, I haven't been eating I guess I've been eating a lot of sugar. That's what I've been craving is sugar. And I normally don't crave sugar. Like, I normally crave savory foods, so that's been new for me. But it's also been kind of fun because it's like, whatever. Like, I'm gonna have some sugar and not feel bad about it. I've also been craving a lot of fruits and veggies, but that's not new for me. I do that even when I'm not pregnant. So I don't know. It's like, I've had a lot of friends and like even my followers on Instagram are telling me the first pregnancy, I was so strict with what I was eating and I gained 65 pounds. And then the second pregnancy, I didn't care at all and I gained 65 pounds. And it's like, your body's just going to do what it's going to do. And then you go back after the fact. And yeah, hopefully that's true. So another fun thing that I've learned about myself is it's called like Diastasis recti, which is when your abs literally pull apart, like your ab muscles separate. So if you have this coning right here, like when you flex your stomach, you get this weird coning right here, you have it too. And apparently there's nothing you can do to stop it or prevent this from happening. My physical therapist, yes, I'm going to a physical therapist because I was having so much groin pain, which I'll get into in a sec. But I asked her about it and she was like, I have fitness models that have like 8-pack abs have this happen to them. So it really has nothing to do with anything you could have done to prevent it. It's just happens to some women, doesn't happen to others. She's like, after you have the baby is when we'll start focusing on fixing it. But while you're pregnant, there's really not much you can do. So that's been fun. It doesn't hurt or anything. It just looks crazy. It looks like there's an alien cone like down the middle of my stomach. I made a list on my phone of all the things I'm currently experiencing because I'll probably forget if I didn't have this list. So what's nice is the past week I've been feeling really good. I've been feeling energetic and I've just been feeling happy and like my body's not been hurting as much as it was a couple weeks ago. So that's been really, really nice because I was really struggling. Second trimester, I was so nauseous. I was taking Bongesta because at one point I would throw up every single thing I ate. And it wasn't just in the morning, it happens all day. I was throwing up all the time. And so I was like, well, this baby's not getting any nutrients. I feel like crap. I'm not functioning. Like, I need help. So I ended up taking Bongesta, which I really don't like taking prescriptions, but I was miserable. And so the Diastasis helped me a lot. I would just take it at night before bed because it's basically Unisom and vitamin B6, but it's a time-released pill. And so if I took it in the morning, I would be wiped out all day and I would have to sleep all day. And so fortunately, I have a job where I work for myself and I'm able to sleep all day if I have to, but it's just better for me to take it at night. So I would try to not take it on days when I had nothing going on. So if I did end up getting really sick, I could just take one and then sleep the rest of the day. And by I want to say it was week 24 or 23, I tried it one day and I didn't get sick. And so I stopped taking it at week 23, which it doesn't just stop in the first trimester is over. Like if you have morning sickness, some people have it their whole pregnancy. It's really bad. And I got an IV. I tried, Zofran, which gave me the worst headaches and it constipated me. It just wasn't worth it. I have been taking magnesium my whole pregnancy, and so I haven't really been experiencing much constipation. Plus, probably all the fruits and vegetables that I've been eating are helping things flow. But on those days when I did feel constipated, I would do a water enema with warm water. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's interesting, and a lot of people are afraid to do it themselves. They're completely safe, and it's better than getting a hernia because you were constipated. So just shove some warm water up your butt and flushes everything out. You feel a million times better. Even my husband, who is anti-enemas, enjoys doing them now when he feels constipated. So just a little tip. Okay. This actually was really fun. I had an anterior placenta, which means the baby was like hidden behind the placenta. The placenta was more in front. So I didn't get to feel her move until week 23, 24, which is right when my OB said that's when anterior placentas usually start to feel things moving. But my husband didn't start to feel her move until last week. And it was so special because, if you're pregnant, it's like you can feel it, you can see it. But as soon as someone else comes over to feel it, the baby knows and they stop moving. And so that happened for a couple of weeks, and then he was finally able to feel it. And it was so sweet. I'm 99% positive that we know her name, and I'm not planning to tell anyone because everyone has an opinion. I told my best friend and her husband, and I said, I don't want to tell anyone because everyone has an opinion. And he starts telling us the story about this girl he knew with this name and goes into this 10-minute story about her. And I'm just like, this is exactly why we don't want to tell people, because I don't want to hear your opinion about the girl you knew named that. So I don't think we're going to tell people. Middle names we're struggling with. I don't know. My middle name and my sister's middle name is Kathleen, which is my mom's name. And then my sister gave her niece that name too. And I just don't want to do that. It's funny, I was talking to my mom about this and she's like, you should give her Lauren, which is my name. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to give, I just don't. Sorry, I'm not. And she was kind of shocked, which was funny to me. Okay, this was such a random one, but my armpits have been so itchy. So itchy. And I did start using a new clean deodorant, but I've used clean deodorant, aluminum-free clean deodorants for years, and I've never had this happen. So it's hard to say if it's from that deodorant or if it's from something going on in my body. But in the first trimester, I couldn't stand how I smelled. I hated the way my armpits smelled. I hated the way my hair smelled. I couldn't be around myself. And that fortunately improved, but now my armpits are starting to smell again. And it's I asked my husband if I smell bad and he doesn't smell it. So can you relate? Is that happening to you too? Because I cannot stand the smell of myself. But I was so itchy. And so I stopped using that deodorant a week, and I was itching way longer after that. So then I ended up putting diaper rash cream onto my underarms for 2 days in a row, and the itching stopped, which was really nice, but I still stink. So I don't know what that's about. Another random thing is I've heard that women, back to the itching thing. I heard that it can be because something with your mammary glands are activating because what's going on with your milk supply and all that. So that could lead to itching. So it could just be a pregnancy thing, but it's really hard to know because I also was testing that new deodorant. So if you've experienced itchy armpits, I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Another random thing is they talk about congestion, that some pregnant women experience a lot of congestion. I haven't really had that. But sometimes when I blow my nose, some blood comes out. And I've heard that bloody noses are also a thing that pregnant women experience. I didn't have like a gushing bloody nose, but it was like if I blew my nose, there was blood. So that was kind of strange. And it still happens like every couple weeks. It's not an everyday thing. My husband did say that I've started snoring, which I've never done in my life. I sleep with my mouth shut. And he said that he's like, it's not loud and it doesn't bother him, but he does get worried for me because he's like, it sounds like you're struggling to breathe. And I don't know if it's because you ended up on your back and you're not supposed to do that, or if you're like actually struggling to breathe. So he's a little concerned about that, but it's not, I mean, I don't know. I guess snoring is my new thing for now. I have been sleeping well, which I've heard, like one of my best friends is pregnant and she has not slept for August, September, October. 3 months she hasn't slept, which is crazy. She's like, I just lie there wide awake and I'm miserable. So I don't know if that's because I've been taking magnesium or what the deal is, because I could take a nap during the day and I still sleep through the night. I get up 3 to 4 times to pee, but then I go right back to sleep. So that's been good. Energy wise, I actually have decent energy now. I was feeling very, very fatigued a few weeks ago, and I thought maybe I was low iron. So I did add an iron supplement into my routine, and I started feeling a lot better. But then I had my blood work done, and I stopped taking iron before it so we could get like my actual levels. And they said my iron looks okay, but my ferritin is low. And so she's like, just eat more red meat and things with iron and use a cast iron pan, which I thought was funny. But I'm just going to keep taking the iron because I do feel a lot better now that I'm on it. And I'll link that below because it is a clean brand that I trust. Not every supplement company is created equal. So you don't just want to walk into Target and buy the cheapest one on the shelf. You do want to kind of make sure it's a legitimate brand. So I'll link that for you. I would say the hardest part of being pregnant right now is getting out of bed. Putting on pants and shoes is a challenge. I get super winded. And then putting on my workout bands, just like trying to bend over and put those on, that's hard for me. But everything else, I'm actually okay. My belly is so high and it's rock hard. And I have a short torso, so maybe that's why, but it's been this hard since week 14. It's just like, I mean, I've never had hard abs and they're hard right now. It's just so funny. I haven't started getting stretch marks yet, but there's still time. So I've been slathering on the oil. I also have been wearing a belly band because I was experiencing so much groin pain. It's something called, is it SPD or PSD? Pubic symphysis disorder, I think it's what it's called. But when I tell you it hurt to move, it was horrible. And that started at week 16 and it lasted until 4 weeks ago. It was so bad. And I don't even know how to explain it. It's like someone takes a knife and stabs you in the groin anytime you move. You can walk forward, backwards, sideways, getting up from sitting, rolling over in bed, everything hurts. Now it's improved a lot. I started going to a pelvic floor therapist, and my whole pregnancy I've gone to a chiropractor who's certified in Gonstead and Webster, which are like 2 best for pregnancy. So I go to her once a week, and now with the pelvic floor therapist, I feel so much better. So I don't know if it's because I was weak, because I didn't work out for so long when I was sick, or what the deal was, but I'm telling you, if you're experiencing that pain, it's normal. I know how much it hurts, and there are exercises that you can do that will help strengthen those muscles. And I guess those same exercises make delivery easier. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1, but I don't envy you if you're going through that right now. And I'm honestly concerned about what the 3rd trimester is going to be like when my stomach gets even bigger, because the pain was unbearable. Okay, this one's kind of weird to talk about, but my nipples they're growing bigger and longer, and they're darker. And so I don't know if they're going to be like that forever, but I never had big nipples before, and now I look down and I'm like, I have huge nipples now. Like, this is blows my mind. I mean, obviously my breasts have grown too, but my nipples, and it's not like, it's like the size of the circle, the areola is the same, but now I have all this pigmentation happening around the circle that makes it look that much bigger, and it's like trying to make the whole areola bigger. I don't know if it goes away or what the deal is, if it's like your boobs have grown, so now your nipples automatically get bigger. I don't know, but that's happening to me. If that's happening to you, please let me know. My belly button is holding on for dear life. I never thought it would be an outie because I have the deepest belly button. I've never seen anyone else with a deeper belly button than mine, and right now it is flat with my stomach. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get an outie, which is funny. And it's also funny because I had it pierced back when I was like 13, and so that hole is getting bigger as well. That's not very fun. I really miss jeans and fall outfits and like boots. I mean, I guess I could still wear boots with leggings, but it's just kind of sad to not be able to wear my favorite season's clothes. I have so many cute jackets that are just not happening right now. I mean, I've gained 22 pounds, so like everything is a little bit bigger and everything is tight. So, oh, and it's funny too, because I mean, you know, all your shirts turn into crop tops. Even if they weren't a crop top before, once you get a belly, it's now a crop top. So it's like, I have one pair of maternity jeans. I got them from Pink Blush Maternity, which I tried on so many jeans from them and dresses from them. The dresses did not fit me. I must have a very broad chest and shoulders, and it's even broader now that I'm pregnant. But I returned them all, and the quality wasn't that impressive. But I did get one pair of jeans that are great from them, but they have that belly band that goes all the way up to your boobs, and I feel like it's just, it makes it really hard to style, because normally I would tuck something into my jeans because I have a short torso, so it just kind of helps break things up a little bit. And I don't know, like I don't know how to style them. So I miss my jeans. My pee smells weird. And it smelled weird from the beginning. So that's how I kind of knew I was pregnant before I actually knew I was pregnant. But like, it's the smell of my pee bothers me so much. I'm always sensitive to smells, so maybe I'm just extra sensitive now. But I don't know. Let me know if you have that one. Oh, I have my gestational diabetes test on, is it Monday or Tuesday of next week? And I'm so anxious because I have insulin resistance, and I just know they're going to be like, yep, you've got the diabetes, and I really don't want them. I did buy the fresh test. I've heard that the one that they give you is so disgusting that it has made women sick. And then it used to have dye in it, so they did get rid of the dye, which I appreciate, but I still bought the fresh test off of Amazon. I'll link that for you below because apparently it tastes good. It's just like super sweet lemonade instead of whatever the other one tastes like. But that's coming up, and I'm just praying that I do not have diabetes. But if you do have diabetes, can you let me know how it's been? Because I don't think I could give up carbs at this point. Like fruit, I've been living off of fruit. I could go all day and just eat fruit, so that concerns me. Everyone says that their pets notice that they're pregnant. My dog has no clue. Penny, she's just so oblivious. She's adorable, and I'm obsessed with her, and I can't imagine loving something more than her, so this will be interesting when I have my first kid. But she has no idea that I'm pregnant, like completely unfazed, no clue. I haven't had any crazy mood swings this whole pregnancy. I'm not the most emotional person. Like, I am sensitive, but I'm not, I feel like I don't have big ups and downs even normally, even if I'm PMSing. So I haven't experienced that. I remember my sister was nuts when she was pregnant. But I will say I'm more emotional. Like, I'll see something. Like, the other day I was thinking about Penny dying someday. She's like 7 years old, and I started bawling just thinking about her not being in my life. So that normally wouldn't happen if I didn't have all these emotions going on, but I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. Like, I'd rather be more sensitive than like angry and mean to everyone. My skin has been very clear, which is so nice for me because I used to get that monthly hormonal breakout. So that's been great. My skin is more sensitive, so lately I've just been focusing on barrier repair, moisture. I am testing a new vitamin C serum that I'm not impressed with. I'm probably going to go back to the Ursa Major one because that one is so good. But yeah, I haven't been having like melasma because I know some women get that pregnancy mask, which is melasma. I haven't gotten that. If you have gotten that, once you're done breastfeeding, go on Muesli. I have reviews of their hydroquinone, which gets rid of melasma. It is not clean, but it works very fast and it's effective. So I'm glad I haven't gotten that because I used to have melasma when I took birth control. And gosh, it's been 10 years now, but I definitely worked my butt off to get my melasma gone. So I'm surprised that it hasn't come back while I'm pregnant. That's kind of it. I feel overall I'm good. I'm happy. I'm positive. I still haven't figured out what stroller I want. I need something that's light, but then everyone says you want them to have bigger wheels because the smaller wheels tend to get stuck on things. And like one of them had this Nuna, which we were sold on the Nuna, and it's like the one hand fold one. And she had that as her travel stroller, and they went over some curb and it flipped forward and her baby hit her head. So like that scared me. But I guess it happens a lot with the smaller wheels. So we're still undecided on stroller. But I feel like everything else, I'm pretty good. So yeah, pregnancy is a trip. I would love to hear how your pregnancy is going and if you guys have had any of the same or similar experiences as me. And if you have any questions or if you want me to go into more detail on anything I mentioned, just leave them in the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them for you. It's a trip. Pregnancy is wild. There must be a baby boom happening because I have 3 friends in Nashville. My best friend from back home is pregnant and we're all older. Like we're not, well, I guess 2 of them are younger, but one of them's 41, 2 of us are 37. Like it's happening. So it's pretty fun. Anyways, thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Maybe I'll do another pregnancy update when I'm in my 3rd trimester. We'll see. All right, bye.